I'm so sorry about that. It looks like everything had went dark to me. It may not, I don't know. But anyway, sorry about that. But I'm back. So, as I was stating that we need to just definitely stay prayerful. Make sure that we stay um, just stay watchful. Watch what's going on. Watch what's happening. It's so much that's about to go down. Um, as I stated before, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. This is not going to be good, and it's not going to be a good ride at all. So, talking about that, talking about my trip to St. Louis was hilarious. It was good. I got a chance to see my grandbabies and my children. Um, y'all had a word for some people where I stayed. He continues to be an amazing, yeah, he's the most amazing. And for him to just continue to give out word and to speak to people's situations and to speak to folk who need to hear a word from him, not being, oh, I'm a prophetess or that. Just people need to hear confirmations, and he gave some confirmations. He did that. I mean, literally, and it was amazing. It's I don't know. I don't sometimes want to do it. I just don't feel um worthy. Half the time, I don't even know it's happening. It just happens, and it's just it's different. But he gave a lot of words. He gave a blessing. He did a lot. He I met quite a few people who felt like family. They felt that the love that they had was beautiful. The love they shared, and he just began to speak. He didn't even get a chance to meet people. He just was like, "Hey," and then he gonna say what he had to say. So he does that a lot now. It used to be levels to where it used to be I could feel it or I could see it, then I could hear it, then I would know it. Now it's nothing. It just excuse me, it just happens. So it's a blessing to see when folks say, "Wait, what? How did you know that?" I don't know. I don't. I don't know. It's not me. It's not me. It's him, and it's amazing, and I appreciate him for trusting me with that. I really do. I appreciate him just trusting me with his word, using me as a mouthpiece. He told me that years ago that he was going to use me. And I was going to be his mouthpiece. And, I had to be defiant. I am not going to be your mouthpiece. And I don't know what you think you finna be saying to me through me, but they not gonna like it because a lot of people don't do me, and he really could care less what I had to say. It didn't matter to him. It really didn't. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and it's gonna come through you. Doesn't matter who perceives you or how they perceive you. This is what's going to happen. So he did that this weekend. A lot of things happened this weekend, good things, bad things happened this weekend, but I just thank him for taking me on that 12-hour journey from Maryland to St. Louis and then brought me back. I came back yesterday. It was a very long 12 hours. And the conversation that I have with him when I or to myself when I'm on these trips, it's hilarious, but it's like I get a lot done. I literally get a lot done. Starting from the beginning of the drive to me pulling in, I get a lot done. So yesterday was a lot. It was yeah. I got here and I was pretty drained, but then I was so full of no dos and cappuccino that I just couldn't sleep till about 2 o'clock in the morning. So um yeah, it was a pretty rough ride. But I just wanted to really get on here and say hello to everybody and see what was going on and just to let everybody know that I love you and I'm praying for you guys. And if you have any requests or anything, um, I would definitely pray for you and keep you in my prayers. If anyone is wanting to give their lives to Christ, you can do it here. Um, you say Christ, but I'll say Christ for you, but his name is Yahusha. Me, anybody want to give their life to him, you're welcome to. I'm here. I'll pray you through it. I'll talk with you, whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just want everybody to be prepared and ready. And I'm not talking about for the rapture because there's too much that's going to happen before the rapture. Everybody's so looking for the rapture. Oh, I want to be ready when the rapture comes. But you need to be ready for what's coming now. The rapture is not the only thing that's going to come. You have so much more that's going to happen before the rapture. It's not just about the rapture. Us coming up as kids, they prepared us for the rapture. But there's so much more before the rapture. And if anybody's listening or looking, can you please share, tell people that I'm on and maybe they can come on and, maybe get something out of it or whatever. Maybe somebody want to get their lives. If you don't mind sharing to your friends or whatever, that's fine. I appreciate it. I'm also going to put this on my YouTube channel thing. But like I said, as us coming up as kids, we were prepared. They were preparing us for the rapture. But we should have been more prepared for what's to come now, what's happening now. It's not just about the rapture, it's so much that is going on right now. We need to know how to prepare for, to be ready for when we have to decide, um, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna is they gonna bomb us, or are we gonna be in war, or how are we gonna? We got gas prices, we got all these things that are happening, and nobody has been prepared. Yes, a lot of people not wasn't didn't know what was gonna happen right now, but we have never been prepared for now. We've always been prepared for the rapture. Make sure you're right. Make sure you forgive. Make sure your soul is this and this and that. But we were never prepared. Who are we? Who are we? We only know who we are by what people told us who we are. But who are we really? We never did research on who we are. There's a lot of people who have, but a lot of people that I came up with, we don't know nothing. We don't know. No. We only prepared for the rapture. We gonna come up out of our clothes and we gonna fly up in the sky. Clothes gonna be left here on the ground where we was at, and if we gonna go up into the sky, and we gonna meet everybody in the streets of paved with gold, and it's milk and honey and all this stuff, and all the saints and the great saints and the 24 elders and all these people are going to be there. What about before that? What do we do before the rapture? Who are we? We're going to go up in this rapture and we don't know who we are. But that's not what the word said. The word said that we were definitely going to know him and know about him before we leave this earth. Everyone would hear about him. Who is him? You call him Jesus. We call him Yahusha. You call him God. We call him Yahweh. Still the same, but it's the real name. That's who we are. We are who we are from him. We're told that we're just here. Oh, you guys just we came from Africa, and we basically was nothing. We didn't know anything. We basically didn't know nothing. We they taught us. When in actuality, we taught them how to be civilized. See, we were kings and queens and all these things over where we come from. But we were a disobedient people. Very, very disobedient people. And you will know us by the curses. We're under a curse. We're under a curse, pretty much. And there's not one people who is up under this curse but us. And that is the tribe of Judah. A disrespectful, abominational people. We chose to do our own thing. And this is where we are. And that's not good. I'm sorry, give me one quick second. It's not good at all. So, how, who are we? How do we prepare for the end time? Because we're in the end time. Oh yeah, yeah, we're in the end time. This is not the beginning of the end time. We are literally in the end time. Mm-hmm. We sure are. Yeah, we're in the end time. One second, please. Yeah, we're in the end time. Yeah, we're not in the beginning. I believe that we're in the middle of the end. Yeah, I don't. I I would say the middle of the end, not the end. No, no, no. I would say I think there's three levels for me. I think there's the beginning, and I think there's the middle, and I think there's the end. I think we're at the end of the middle. That's what I meant to say. And the reason why I say that because now we are around the rumors of wars. Well, now we're having wars. Yeah. Now you got people scramming and trying to get all stuff for their shelters and all these things. And you got these people that's laying on the ground over in Ukraine and in Russia. You've got people that are being murdered. And it's no end. China's shooting missiles, but we're so distracted by Russia and Ukraine. But China's the red dragon. China's think they slick. Mm-hmm. China's the red dragon. See, the red dragon back in the Bible time, you know who that is. But we're not really paying attention to that. We're so busy watching Russia and Ukraine. Because in the rapture, for us coming up as kids, oh, Russia was, that's going to probably where the Antichrist come from. Is Russia? I don't know. That's what we were taught. That's why I say get in your word. Study your word. Learn the word for yourself. Learn the word for yourself so you will know. But we are so distracted, and China just slipping through. China doing whatever they can do. Oh, we're going to test this. We're going to see how far this can go. Oh, this can go into the United States. Oh, this can go over here. Mm-hmm. And Russia just tearing Ukraine up. Ukraine keeping them back, but they steady coming through. China just do, just like the dragon, do. But we don't think that because we don't go into the Word. They didn't give us the books. See, they took the books out of the Bible so we would know what really is supposed to be going on, what's really to come. We only know what they gave us. But I guarantee you, if you get off into Enoch, get off into the book of Tobit, get off into Jubilees, get off into Jasher, get off into Maccabees, and all these different books that they took out of the Bible, there's a lot of stories that we don't even know of. bail the dragon. We don't know nothing, but be ready for the rapture. That's all we know. That's all we know. That's all I knew. And I knew I was a Gentile, which I'm not. None of us are because we're not white or Asian or none of that. We're from Shem. So we're not Gentiles. We're Israelites. We're Negroes. Yeah. But that's what we're told. Get out, read, get, pull up Bel the Dragon. Read that. Read Maccabees. Get get some of these books that the Catholic people took out that they didn't want us to read. Please. You will learn a lot. So that's basically it. I don't really have a lot to say today. Um, I haven't been on in a minute, so I really just wanted to say hello and to just say stay prayerful and stay in the word and just pray over your family. We have a lot of children that have been dying, a lot of children that has been taking their lives, or or even the baby that fell off the ride, or the two children that shot themselves, that was shot in the bathroom downtown at the party, or you got kids killing themselves, babies and kids are shooting themselves, with guns, and got people guns. It's horrible. And the enemy doesn't care your age. He doesn't care that you are a child. If I could catch you before, I will. So it's just we need to really, really stay prayerful and stay and ask y'all to give us a word, or give us the word from the Bible. Not saying, oh, somebody has come and prophesy to you or something, because you know what? He can prophesy to you. He can give you the word. I always have to have somebody come to Honey, and he said, I mean, it's a good confirmation, but you don't always have to have that. But you sure do need to learn and ask him for some discernment, because you're going to need that. You're going to need discernment, honey, to finish going through this before the rapture. There's a lot going to happen before the rapture. So I advise you all, whenever you watch this video, you guys need to decide, you need to start learning. Learn what happens before this rapture. Because if you thinking, oh, we just going to be caught up in there, we're going to continue doing what we're doing right now, and then eventually he going to pop up, because nobody know when he coming. So he going to pop up and we going to be popping out. No, sweetie. That's how come it's going to be a lot of us left here. Because we don't know what to do before the rapture. We don't. Just stay prayerful. Just stay in. Just make sure you saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, and that was fine. Sorry, and speak in tongues. The Spirit Lord give you utterance. Okay, but do you know Him? Do you know who you speaking in tongues, or is anybody there to interpret what you're saying, or do you even know who He is? Do you even know who you are? Just saying. So I just wanted to get on here and say hello to everybody, and I love you, and everybody that has birthdays this year, this month, let's say. My daughter had a birthday. My godson had a birthday, and I got a lot of family that's having birthdays. My little sister Felicia, her birthday. Brianna's birthday is coming up. Henry's birthday. It's just a lot of birthdays. So if I don't know you and I missed your birthday, I am sorry. Forgive me. I don't know a lot of people's birthdays. I see it pop up and I try to click on it and say happy birthday. But I'll just say happy birthday to everybody. If you see this video, I pray that Yah blesses you with the desires of your heart. I pray that your life is right and you're ready, and that you learn what to do before the rapture and what you need to do while you are living in this land. Because you're going to have to continue living in this land unless He takes you. And if He doesn't take you, You need to know what to do before the rapture. You need to, because there's a lot to do. There's a lot to know. And you really need to start off by knowing, who are you? Who are you? It's important. So, everybody, I pray that you have a great evening. Um, for those who are sick, or for those who are not feeling well, I promise I keep you in my prayers. Even if I don't know you, and if I do know you, I will definitely call your name out in prayer. And I just pray that you all just have a awesome week coming up. I'm gonna try to get back on here. I may get on here tomorrow. Today I really didn't have a lot to say. I haven't been having a lot to say, but I definitely want to delve into, or let's say, I'm sorry, it's not really not the right word, dive into what to do before the rapture. What is it that we need to know, and what do we need to prepare with, and have before the rapture? Because there's so much more before that happens. That is so way down the line. And there's a lot of things that need to happen before the rapture. And I'm not saying that um, it, it's not gonna come soon, but you got signs and wonders. There's a lot of things that hasn't happened, and everything's not gonna happen in America. It's not. It's gonna happen all over the world. And the Israelites are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth before the rapture. And I'm going to say this: before the rapture comes, the great gathering, the catching up, whatever you want to call it, we are going to have to be reassembled. We're going to have to be gathered back, because that's what the word says. I will I will gather you and take you back to your promised land. Excuse me, that's not mentally. That's physically. We have promised land over in Israel. That's ours. That's not theirs. That's ours. That's ours. And we're going to have a chance to go back over there and do what the scripture says. And we're going to be safe. We're going to be covered, because we gave our lives back. We went back. We asked for forgiveness for our forefathers, for us. We gave ourselves back to him. Judah, Israel, we gave our life back. The apple of his eye. Something wrong with you? We are the apples of his eye. So there's a lot to do before the rapture. So hopefully we can talk about this tomorrow. If anybody has time to listen, that's fine. Hopefully you guys, I just, like I said, I pray that you all have a great evening, a great week. Stay prayerful, get in your word, and know that I love you, and be blessed. Shalom.